So good morning. So today we are going to see about a measurement of VSWR. So VSWR is voltage standing wave ratio. So for this the components we are going to use is, this one is your Klystron power supply, and then here you can see your Klystron cube, and this one is your isolator, and this one is your variable attenuator, and this is your frequency meter, and this one is a new section which you are going to use is your slaughter line section, and this is your match termination. So what is the use of this slaughter line is nothing but it is going to measure your VSWR. So after we are going to use the VSWR meter in order to check the measurement in your terms of power. So coming to your Klystron power supply, so you can see the initial adjustments. What we are going to do is the beam voltage should be minimum, and then Rippler voltage here I have kept it as a maximum, and these four knobs should be in the mid position, and the modulation switch should be in your amplitude modulation position. So here we can see the Rippler voltage maximum I have set it as -274. When the maximum Rippler voltage is given, you can see in this display, we can see the deflection in your VSWR as maximum. So when you are going to give a -274 as a Rippler voltage, you can see the VSWR meter reading here. It shows your maximum deflection. So when it is going to show the maximum deflection, here we are having a VSWR meter selection, and then some knobs which you are going to tune for to get your maximum VSWR. So here we can see your meter select, expand, normal, 5 dB, and here the range we are going to select is 50 to 60, and here we are going to select the input as 200 ohms, and these two adjustments are used to tune your VSWR reading in your VSWR meter. So once I have given the Rippler voltage as maximum, you can see the maximum deflection which is obtained in your VSWR. So now what we are going to do is we are going to just adjust your fine and gain. So here you can see your fine and gain I am going to adjust. So you can see the deflection over in the VSWR meter which is minimum, and here we can measure the VSWR meter. Here you can see approximately it will be 3.5 VSWR value, that is power will be in terms of dB will be in terms of 3.5. So this is the measurement to calculate your low and medium VSWR method. So we can see in this low and medium VSWR method, just we are going to adjust the Rippler voltage, and we are going to get the output in your VSWR as 3.5 dB. So measurement of high VSWR using double minimum method. So for that we have to adjust same setup, we have to adjust your attenuator, and then frequency meter, and then slaughter line section, so that you can see by making these adjustments we can see the maximum deflection in your VSWR meter. So in order to calculate find the double minimum method, we are using this slaughter line section. So you can see here in the slaughter line section we will be having a main scale and the minimum scale will be there. So zero coinciding line will be the value for this. So here you can see the 0 is coinciding with 12.4 centimeter. So for this 12.4 centimeter we are going to check your VSWR reading. So for this you can see your VSWR reading will be changed to some value. It will be approximately 1.3, you can see here. So similarly I can tune this VSWR meter to another value. For example, 0 is coinciding with 13 centimeter. For this 13 centimeter, you can see the VSWR reading is changed to around 2 dB. So as for this, we can calculate here using this double minimum method. We can calculate your reading for your SWR, that is standing wave ratio can be calculated, and using the standing wave ratio we can calculate your reflection coefficient. So the distance what we have taken using this measurement is x1 is equal to 12.4 centimeter and x2 is your 13 centimeter. So the difference between these two will be 0.6 centimeter. So to calculate your standing wave ratio, S is equal to lambda g divided by pi into x2 minus x1. The lambda g is your guided wavelength, which is a default value 4.2 into 10 power of minus 2. And here you can see after substituting these values you will be getting standing wave ratio as 2.22. So using this standing wave we are going to calculate the reflection coefficient, which is given as a formula as S minus 1 divided by S plus 1. So when you are going to apply this value you will be getting the reflection coefficient as 0.3788.